This next piece of fur is from a poodle, I believe, and it is black fur, so it's one of those colours that people seem to have issues with when they're drawing animals. So when blocking in the base layer on complicated fur, like curly fur like this, I just try and get in the darker shapes and the lighter shapes in place and not worry too much about the detail, because you can slowly define each section as you continue to layer. And black fur is never just black, there's always blues, purples or reds or another colour hidden in there. If you're struggling to see those hidden colours in the black fur, I would suggest taking your reference photo and importing it into a editing program that has an eyedropper tool like Photoshop. And I know that there's some free ones online, but I can't remember the name of them. But you want to just click a section of the fur with the eyedropper and then see where it appears on the color wheel, because that can really help you determine whether it's like a blue shade or a red shade, and you can just purposely add more of those colors into the fur. And adding these subtle colors in will help stop the fur looking flat, whereas if you just use the black alone, it's going to look really flat. There's nothing wrong with using black pencil, and I use it all the time, but I always make sure that I'm using another color with it as well, so it doesn't just stay black. When you're doing highlights on black fur, don't leave them just white. It can make the animal look like it has really grey hairs, and it really ages the animal. So make sure that you add other colours in as well that you see in your reference photo, like blue. And blue is a common colour because black fur is very reflective and it can show colours that are in the background of the picture. So if the animal is outside, it's very likely that the blue from the sky is showing in your animal's fur. And in between each layer, you'll probably see that I'm blending it out with my finger. And this helps stop it looking so rough. It blends it and makes it a little bit smoother, but it also helps push the pastel into the tooth of the paper. And that way it's not sitting on the surface, and it allows you to add more pastel on top of that. And as I continue to layer, I'm developing those little curls of fur more and more in each layer. And when you have fur like this where the highlights are really quite bright and the dark areas are pretty dark, make sure that your gradient between the light and the dark is very gradual. So don't just put a big block of white in the middle of the clump of fur. Make sure that your black really fades into that white area so that it looks a little bit more natural, and that helps it give it more of that curve shape.